Okay, as I told you in the last video, more and more of this, you may get more and more of these road videos, because this is when I have 10 to 15 minutes to actually think about what I want to say and actually say it in some kind of coherent way. And hopefully it will be, because I'm driving, so that comes first. Anyway, I was lifting today at 5 a.m. like I do on Mondays, and I lift in a fasting state, which everyone told me, well, the conventional wisdom is, oh, you won't get as good a workout, blah, 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 blah. I get a great workout in a fasted state. I get up at 5 a.m. I actually get up a little bit before, and I go lift. I'm usually lifting sometime between 5 and 5:15 is when I start. And it made me think about the fact that, I've talked a lot about, recently, I think the last two videos had mentioned Elliott Hulse, so now there's 3 in a row. And he, he makes his living being a professional, helping other people get fit or strong or reach some kind of fitness goals, typically. Although I think he probably also helps some people just in general in their lives. But the point is that 200 years ago, people walked a lot. They did a lot of physical labor. They didn't have the overabundance of industrialized food. So the need to know about how to be fit wasn't quite as important unless you were an athlete. Now that we have most people sitting on their butts most of the day doing work, and even those who are working like in factories and maybe even in shipping, and they're actually moving all day, we have a ton of cheap industrialized food, which is, highly processed. So, well, these are the great roads of Ohio. So anyway, we have that now. We need to have everybody should have some kind of idea, have the information, and it's out there, it's available, but everyone should have a knowledge and take responsibility for their health. And that's what I'm trying to do, and I was slack for several years, so, I don't begrudge anybody who might be in that slack phase. It's just, this is me saying, hey, I've been there, done that, it sucks. So go take care of yourself to the best you can. But what I was taught in high school in my health class, I'm starting to find that most of it was wrong. Who would have thought that a government entity would hand out false information? But it was the conventional wisdom. It was the concept that you should eat mostly grains, right? And then you stop to think about it. Well, all this FDA stuff from the Food and Drug Administration is from the government, and they're supposed to have our best interest. But the government subsidizes tons and tons of grain. Ridiculous amounts. They subsidize it. So we need a market for it. And yeah, it sounds kind of conspiracy theory, but it really isn't. It kind of goes that way. And some people do really well on high grain diets, I guess. It doesn't work for me. And that's what I'm going to, is that a lot of what I was taught was wrong, so now I have to take it in my own hands and be responsible for myself. And that, I think, is the point, is more of us, including me, I need to be my own coach. I need to be my own fitness professional. I need to pay attention and tweak everything to myself. I can't be lazy about it. And I think that's where I've fallen down in the past. And I think that's where a lot of my friends have fallen down who aren't fit, is they don't take responsibility. They don't take the responsibility on themselves. They don't put it on their shoulders to do. And that's what I was thinking while I was lifting today, is that I'm taking that responsibility now, and it feels good, but it's a lot of work. It's one of those things where I wish I would have been doing it sooner. We can't change that. Yeah, I was just thinking that we really need to be our own strength coaches. We really need to be our own cheerleaders if we can. Sometimes we need those external inputs, but we need to develop it so that it comes from within, and so that we identify as a human being who takes care of themselves. Because once we're in that mindset where I'm someone who exercises, I'm a fit guy, I'm an athlete, we start to live our lives that way. But we have to try and identify ourselves as that. And to do that is a process, and it doesn't happen like, okay, I woke up, now I'm an athlete, bum, bum, bum. Nah, it doesn't happen that way. And we know that. So anyway, those are my thoughts this morning. And they rambled a little bit, but I'm going to go try and make a great day. Excuse me. I'm going to go make a great day. I hope you do the same. And I'll catch you later. Oh, hopefully that wasn't too scary. It's 4th of July. Happy 4th of July. Up in the attic, work on the new house. I just thought I'd show you some of what I've been digging around in all day. And it hasn't been real fun. Can't tell if you know if I'm sweating myself into oblivion or not, but I am. Yeah. Nothing like a good old attic. That's the crawl space. I've been doing electrical stuff. I've been trying to hydrate all day, so hopefully I did enough, and if not, I'll hydrate some more. It's coming together. I'm working right now on the last circuit for the 2nd floor. Then I have 1 circuit I'd like to run up here in the attic, and I think 2 circuits down through the basement for the 1st floor. Then it's all whatever I want to do after that. But the hardcore stuff will be done. All right, rock on. Good morning. I'm driving to work. It's actually Tuesday morning. I meant to do this Monday morning, but Monday kind of went sideways a little bit, as it will from time to time. I have had like a reoccurring theme this week, and I haven't had one for a while. It seems to be the whole concept of being responsible for yourself and being responsible for your fitness. I don't know. I think I've said before about you got to find out what works for you, and I got to find out what works for me. And we're complex creatures. We're not digital. We're analog. So the changes we make don't happen instantly. It happens over time. You have to be consistent. You got to give something time to work. All these concepts are floating around out there, and some of the hardcore purists will say, listen, weight loss is calories in, calories out, and if you do this workout program, you'll get stronger, and all that is true. But oh man, who said it? I don't know, but the best workout program for you is A, the one you'll do consistently, B, the one that helps you reach your goals. And while any one program might help you lose weight and get stronger, if you're like right now, I'm lifting. Why am I lifting? I'm lifting just to purely get stronger. And I'm doing very little cardio because that's not what my focus is right now. The focus right now is to get stronger, and then go from there, because I want all my body's energy put into getting stronger. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing, and I'm trying to take responsibility for my health and fitness. But it's been coming up a lot lately with other people, and people seem a little surprised when I don't get preachy about it. I don't get angry or really, you have to take your own health in your hand, and I don't do that, because the truth is I've been there, man. I've been that guy who, no matter what I wanted to do, what I thought I wanted to do, at that point in my life, there was no way I could get myself off the couch in the evenings. I would go home, I would put my butt on the couch and sit there and be sad, because I knew I should be working out. I knew I should be eating better. I knew I shouldn't eat that bag of chips, but I didn't have the tools psychologically or maturity or whatever it happened to be. I didn't have those tools to be able to do what I was supposed to be doing. I had to find a point where I could just get up and go walk, because that's where I started way back to do anything. Is I would just get on a treadmill, and I did it in my house, and I had to have a treadmill, and it took me a while to figure that out, because I wouldn't walk outside because I was fat, and I didn't want people to see me walking, because I was unhappy and disgusted with myself, and I needed to do it behind closed doors. And once I spent the money on a treadmill, I got on it every 4 to 5 times a week, and I walked. I would walk while I was watching television. It was a small change. It seemed like a huge change, but it was a small change. And it started me on the path. And I think that was part of the problem originally back then, was I was trying to, okay, well, I need to go out and lift weights and run and change my whole life all at once. And on Nerd Fitness, they talk a lot about, nerdfitness.com, one of my sites I like, they talk a lot about making small changes and making it a habit and then going to the next thing, because you only have so much willpower. Well, I'm kind of running up against this in a different format right now, where I'm between two houses, the full-time job, of course, which the full-time job has been a little crazier than normal lately. And so I'm running out of both willpower. Well, not so much willpower. Actually, I have the will to go do stuff. The problem I'm running into is I don't either have time or physically, I just get to the point of exhaustion. And this is actually hurting me in my training, because I very well may have hurt myself yesterday. I don't know if it was during training, because I also had to move some stuff at work, but I'm feeling a twinge in a muscle that it's not soreness, it's pain. And so this week I may have to back off. I'm hoping not. I'm going to see how I feel in the morning, because tomorrow morning I'm supposed to lift again, and I'll go from there. I may at least back off the weights, the amount of weight, simply because I don't want to aggravate it even if it feels better, at least on squats. Probably I'm bent over rows. Well, bent over rows I shouldn't be a problem, but basically, we'll see. And that comes back to the whole taking responsibility for yourself and your health. I know that there's something not quite right. I'm paying attention to my body, so I have to either not work out if it's bad enough tomorrow morning, or change my workout, or just simply do something other than lift, maybe stretch and do some cardio work or something, because that's my responsibility. Now, all of that said, I want to say that the stress factors, how do I put it? The stress factors on top of all of this that come into play seem to make me want to not work out psychologically, but I always feel better and I deal with the stress better when I do work out. So it's kind of this conflicting emotion. I get up and at the moment I don't really want to work out, but I know that if I don't, I'm going to be jonesing for a workout later in the day, which I'm not sure how that whole thing works out, but it's basically what I face. Anyway, that's what I've been dealing with this week. I hope your week's going well. I hope your 4th of July was good. I worked on the new house all 4 days, and it was a lot of work. Got a lot done, but it was a lot of work. So anyway, go make a great week. And that's the second time I've seen that person walking. I wonder if that's their new routine. Yeah, it's, you know, this person's walking, and I've seen her walking, and she's a big girl. And I want to cheer her on, but at the same time, because I know how cynical so many people are, which this is a shame. I would just love to give her some kind of encouragement, just to be able to say, hey, keep it up, you know, keep walking. You know, doing great. I see her every morning. Well, the last 2 or 3 mornings that I've been driving to work at about 6:30 in the morning. But you don't dare, because you're not sure if they'll take it as you mean it, which is honestly. You don't want to discourage someone because they think you're making fun of them, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just too cynical. All right, well, that's all I got for this week, I hope. Well, I probably got lots more to say, but not much of it needs to be said. Anyway, man, have a great week. Make a great week. Go do something awesome.